Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Thunderous here, and this is the 6th episode of the ThunderousTherapist series. Now before we start, I do want you to go ahead and comment below what you think of this series so far. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think I should change anything? Now keep in mind this doesn't guarantee I will continue the series or not, or change anything, but rather give me an idea of what your thoughts and opinions are for the series. And as always, I do recommend watching the previous episodes if you have not already. But without further ado, let's get to the questions. So for the first question, which is actually quite lengthy, so bear with me here, it reads as follows. I have trust issues with my girlfriend in which I believe she has a secret relationship with my best friend. I trust him very much and we've been friends for a decade. Every time I text her to have time with her after school, she says she's busy or that she has to go to work. Last Saturday, she replied with that, and later that day, I saw her at the mall with my friend. A month before, my friend told me that he had decided to start a relationship with a girl that had accurate depictions of mine. On Wednesday, I talked to my girlfriend at lunch about everything that was happening between us, and she was moved to see me, and I think we become distant enough to break up after being together for 6 months. My friend tells me that I should not judge him negatively, and we shouldn't let someone interfere with our friendship. I believe he has already disrupted that and my trust. What should I do in this case? Okay, first off, just by saying that you have trust issues with your girlfriend is a red flag, considering you've been together for 6 months now, and in my opinion, that's quite a long time. And I can understand why you have trust issues with your girlfriend, because going by everything else he told me here, it's definitely substantial evidence that she is indeed cheating on you. It's a red flag alone that she is refusing to take time out of her day to spend time with you, and her saying that she's busy or has to go to work sounds more like an excuse. Because the truth is, nobody is ever too busy, and if you truly love someone and are willing to pursue a relationship with them, then you'll always find a way to make time for them. If there is someone that is important to you, then you will literally make them a part of your schedule because to you, they're worth your time. Not being able to trust a girlfriend is a pretty good indicator that something isn't right. And her saying she's busy every time you want to spend time with her, then saying the same thing but somehow not being too busy with someone else, which she could have easily just told you that she wanted to hang out with a friend, but for some reason it seems like she's hiding it. Then when you tried talking to her about it, she didn't even seem interested in seeing you, which is another red flag. And it just gets even more believable when your friend starts a relationship with a girl, as you say, has accurate depictions of her girlfriend. Then he goes on to say that you shouldn't judge him negatively and let someone interfere with the friendship as if there's a problem. And I don't see how there would be a problem with your friend starting a relationship with someone, but I do see there being a problem and sense of betrayal if he starts a relationship with your own girlfriend. So from everything you've told me, it definitely does seem like you're right about this and have done some serious detective work. However, it's pretty clear that you aren't 100% sure that it's happening, so I would first find out for sure if all this is true. And if it is all true, then I would simply let that relationship go because she clearly isn't for you if she is going to straight up betray you like that. And as for your friend, well, that's honestly up to you and how you feel about your friend. If your friend knew she was already in a relationship and intentionally tried to hide this all from you, then I would find that to be a jerk move. I do hope my advice and take on the situation helps, and I hope it all gets resolved soon. Okay, moving on to question 2 of this episode. It reads as follows. My anger issues has ruined all my relationships and I feel annoyed at myself for not being a better friend and boyfriend. It's hard to keep my anger under control and sometimes I just get set off by small things. I guess I'm overly sensitive. From my personal experience, someone who acts angry all the time, I would say 95% of the time, it has to do with that person dealing with difficult matters in their own life and could be dealing with something known as PTSD, which is also known as post-traumatic stress disorder. And I've seen this type of behavior from people suffering under either or both of these circumstances. And if this is the case, then just go talk to someone you trust about all this and hopefully they'll be able to comfort you and give you good advice because I'm sure they'll know you more than I do. Then hopefully from their comforting advice, you'll feel better and not take out your difficult circumstances on other people in the form of anger. However, if this isn't the case and you think it's just a negative personality trait you have, just consider how you'd feel if people got so angry so easily at you so you can understand better how people feel from your reactions. Because remember, you can never control what other people do, but you can control how you react. So if someone sets you off, you're reacting with negative emotions towards them won't make you any better. Trying to resolve the issue rather than escalating the issue would be a much better course of action. Anyway, I do hope I was able to help, and I do hope your relationships with everyone gets better. So, moving on to question 3 here, I'm going to have to censor certain words in this question as it does contain a very serious and sensitive topic, but it reads as follows. I've had this thought in my mind for a few months now, and it's whether I should... Okay, I can't say what was stated here, but I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about here when I say that it's never the answer to anything. It will only make things worse for you and everyone that cares about you, and honestly, only you are capable of making yourself happy because you know yourself better than anyone else. And if you can't figure out what makes you happy, then at least know what doesn't. Then put in effort and patience to fix or get rid of what doesn't make you happy. And then once you're done and feel happy, you'll also feel proud of yourself and feel like a stronger person because you're able to get through it all. Everything went downhill since one of my siblings died from the virus that struck in 2020, and my dad can't handle his work knowing that he's not making enough for the rent. My mom always tells me that I won't be anything better and that I'll just always be tripping over my own shoes. I get bullied at least one time a month and I feel like the teachers at school just call me out for pettiness. I feel like crap every single day and I've broken down a few times in the school bathrooms. I feel nervous and scared when I'm in public and I have thoughts on my mind whether I should... Again, I can't say these words in this question on video. I just can't take it anymore. I feel defeated at such a young age in my horrible life. Well, this is a lot to take in, but I'll do my best. I want to start off by saying that I'm really sorry to hear about the passing of your sibling, but at the same time, they wouldn't want you to be upset like this, and as long as you have great memories of your sibling, then they aren't truly gone. Try thinking of funny memories you had with your sibling. I've actually done the same for relatives that I've lost, and it's helped a lot considering it feels like you're laughing with them again. Now, if your dad isn't making enough income to pay the rent, then I would encourage your mom to contribute to the financial struggle as well, instead of trying to make you feel bad about yourself. Now, if you and other siblings have school, that's why working part-time exists, so that you can focus on both school and your job. Your mom just seems like she doesn't think you'll succeed in anything in life, and I'd honestly try to prove her wrong by showing that you can be responsible, like getting good academics in school, and contributing to the household work, and the financial situation. Then hopefully, she'll realize that you're actually capable of taking care of responsibilities. For anyone bullying you at school, try not to give them any sort of reaction because hopefully then they'll just become bored of it as it's exactly what bullies look for, a reaction. And of course, never be afraid to stick up for yourself and defend yourself. Now, if the teacher is at school that's going to call you out for pettiness, then once again, don't be afraid to stick up for yourself. But I would more importantly do the best you can in your academics to show teachers that you're a responsible student. Then hopefully they realize it's completely fruitless to call you out if you're already doing good. I would think they feel nervous in public because of everything that you're going through, thinking that everyone is out to get you when that really isn't the case. No matter who you are, there's someone out there that cares about you, or at least someone out there that would care about you. I wouldn't be afraid to express all these feelings to someone close to you and someone you trust because they could probably give you better comfort and advice than I can since they know you and your situation better than me as I'm only going by what you tell me. Then you'll also realize that there are people out there that do indeed care about you and are willing to support you through these difficulties you're enduring. I do hope I was able to help somehow, and I do hope things get better for you soon. So, moving on to question 4 and also the last question in this video, it reads as follows. I consider myself to be attracted to 2D anime girls. Do you think this is right? I don't find real life girls attractive anymore. Well, I don't recall hearing this phenomenon, but I don't find this to be normal, but I don't really find that big of a problem with this either. I also don't really see too much wrong with it either, as he asked if you think this is right. However, in my opinion, it doesn't seem to be right ideal behavior regarding romantic attraction. Now, if you don't find real life girls attractive, then that basically is another way of saying that you just want to stay single, and I don't see any harm in that whatsoever. If I were to predict, I would think the reason why you feel this way is because animators that draw the anime girls want to obviously make them look good. And since it's not real life, the animators don't have to add stuff like acne, scars, or any other physical features that may make a real life human look physically unattractive to some. But honestly, physical features should not even be the main traits you look for when having romantic interest in someone. For me personally, it's more important to look for personality traits and how they are as a person so that you know they're the type of person you want to be with and that they will treat you well. So I will completely respect you and I won't judge you for these feelings you have, but I would take what I say into consideration and hope I was able to help out somehow. Okay, so that is going to be it for this ThunderousTherapist episode. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you enjoyed. I should have another episode out at some point, but until then, I will see you on the next video.